Hello everybody and welcome to a new game on this channel. Today we're gonna play Do Not Take This Cat Home. And apparently this is a horror game. And I've never seen any of the endings. This is my first playthrough. And I'm curious why I shouldn't take this cat home. What happens if I take it home? I guess we're gonna find out. Let's begin. You're not having a great day, as usual. Oh great. It's the first time in a while that you feel like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typically, but maybe this time it's just a sign they should have stayed home. Yeah, you can let's try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head back home when, huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiously guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alleyway and walk forward. The ground, damped by the rain, makes your footsteps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Finally, the sound source comes into view under the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, it's a big cardboard box. It's a cat. Huh, I guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So cute. Definitely knows it. You never had much of an opinion, one way or another, about cats before. But if they are all like this one, it's a shock how they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves it? Who leaves cats in car boxes nowadays? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? They can't. The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously, it also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking up at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. I think I'm gonna take the cat home, guys. I wanna have this cat. Take it home. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone and well, I'm kind of the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until you just put it slowly, but it slowly breathes easier as you pressed it into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a while. You think a little while would probably be more like a day. You will be responsible and take it to shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment, one bedroom, one bathroom, one you're living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it's just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take the cat you take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your pyonking, bec, bec, beckoning, oh yeah, beckoning, and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spend your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I will just leave it there. If you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs his butt against your legs and with a paw. You smile. That's enough of a thank you. And that's enough of a thanks for you. Okay. It follows you into the kitchen as you start your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese, and lettuce perfect placed. Tomato sliced. Ow. You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while sliding a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter and sniffs the knife, and it meows almost pointed at you. Sorry, guys. And meows almost pointedly at you. Hehe, don't worry, I'm alright. I'm just an. You watch as the cat starts to lick slightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked off. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little bit weird. Right. Sure, you're not a cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? I think the cats want to eat us. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat and need well. It's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. Guys, I think that's why the cat it's outside because people are taking it and then the cat is weird and they're like, I don't want this cat anymore, it's weird. And they feel uneasy and they just throw it outside. You were going to take it to a shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. At the rest of the evening, unfortunately. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, the fire alarm just went off. Let's continue. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from here. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick around the wound while you're eating your sandwich. While you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time. But you're starting to get worried at a strange behavior. What if it's got a taste of blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you will do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about a cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Ugh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little. You shove it away a little bit more forcefully. This time, it got out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hole. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried about a cat, about that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope you don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of local vet, oh, what happened? The lights just went out. Great, great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone, only to find out that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. Okay, so I think the cat just like maybe cut the cable to the power. And I think we're gonna die. Okay, you grab a flashlight and turn it on. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Oh, okay. The cat sits on the top of your digital clock, staring at you. Okay, those are some. Hmm. Interesting. What does it say? I have no idea what it says. Skip move. I cannot tell what it says. It says something. That's an X. That's an I. I have no idea. Okay, let's keep going. Thinking now, you realize that the clock should have been working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was just a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as you, as soon as the thought enters your head, as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, its eyes hold you still, even with your flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large. The flashlight flickers. Midnight, and the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated with a rapid pumping of your blood, the heart. It overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of the static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at this moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils slightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. but you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath, but you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience, impanti, impatience. Yes. Sorry, guys. It's too eager. You don't know what you notice. You don't know how you notice, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered, "Let's play." Okay, the cat is talking to us now. Okay, this game's getting creepy. Right into your ear, right into your soul. I won't let you. I won't let you wait it out. Not that you could even, if I did it. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct wakes within you, makes you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movements, of action. But you're still weak from the fierce grip on your mind. Your legs tangled together under you, and your haste, and you fall into the ground. Ah, a sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pulling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraps scrapping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it has been kicked. It's a knife. It winded from your fall. You look up on a daze and see an object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. Guys, I'm very sorry for my English and the light pouring um, in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how and who, when. Okay, let's restart. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicable open door screech to a hole. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you have been staring at, it's your kitchen knife. It's still tinted red from your earlier blunder, but it's not right. But that's not right. It wasn't completely licked before. It was completely licked clean by you. Gulp dryly at a pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you would left it. The eyes. When you spy something in the darkness, is beyond the knife. It spies right back on you. Its pairs of glowing golden eyes coming forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It passed lightly over the knife as it skipping in the light. Okay, so my what's it called? Prediction is just gonna come and like lick the blood off because we decided to push it away and not let her lick our finger, I guess. And because we didn't want to do that, she took the blood with force. Yep, yeah, I know it. It bends down to lap out of blood dripping off the blade. Ah, your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaking breaths discordant against the static, new, now piercing your skull. The dryness of your tongue spreading to your throat. the incomprehensible sight of the stray you've taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the flesh wound of your foot. Blood. Golden eyes slide up as you, as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat briefly moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the blood prints your injured foot leaves you. You're awake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not even when shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Keep running. Okay. I'm so I run away from the cat, right? Right? I run away from the cat. So technically, this should be just a manifestation of the shadow in front of me trying to send me back to the cat. Well, I will be eaten. So I'm just gonna keep running. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. It begins. Oh yeah, we finished the game, guys. That is one of the endings. I hope you enjoy my video, guys. If you wanna watch more of my videos, please follow, like, and subscribe. Bye bye.